Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. We are here ready to go in our first best of 5 of the day. On the left-hand side is going to be Krankle Krew. On the right is going to be the side of Three-Legged Cat. First best of 5 in the upper bracket quarterfinals here in the Murky Cup. And we will be having Sky Temple banned away by... Sky Temple will be banned away by Krankle Krew. And we have Tomb of the Spider Queen banned away by Three-Legged Cat. Liver Disaster sounds like a morning beer to me. That's what Liver Disaster sounds like to me. Either way, though, we've got our Chromie Junkrat Ariel Garrosh band away. This is going to be the draft style where heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps. There are no tournament baseline bans, so no baseline Chromie ban or something like that, or I guess Brightwing ban. But either way, we'll see how things unfold. There are bounties. We'll talk about bounties if they do pop up, but it all looks good, and let's jump into it. First pick on the left-hand side will be the Johanna. Alright, good control around the objective beacons. Iron Skin self-cleanse, essentially. You got Bless Shield for a setup into the, Bless Shield stun to set up any sort of big burst and potential kills, but overall, a good tank to start out the map.
Ready for action.
Tastes like mildewy mittens, but makes you not care about a dang thing. I don't want to drink anything that tastes like mildewy mittens. Ugh. Sylvanas Muradin on the right, so you got amplified push potential with Sylvanas. Muradin just strong tank through and through. You got Storm Bolt to be able to get a stun onto the enemies. Mini stuns at level 7 if you go into Skullcracker. Brightwing Gul'dan will be grabbed here. Excuse me, sorry, I'm still waking up myself. Huh. Gul'dan's fantastic for this map. Good clear around the objective phasing, as well as poke around the beacons as well. Could see Pursuit of Flame. Q build works out really, really well in this map because clearing out the Zerg wave is nice. You can poke onto the enemies around the control beacons. But Echo Corruption is easily stacked since players are contesting around that objective area. Looks like we'll have a Hogger ban, so getting rid of some solo laners now. We need livers to live? Oh. So that's why my doctor says to stop drinking. I see. Oh, that's the whole thing. I thought that was just a conspiracy by big alcohol. Big doctors? I don't know. I got nothing right now. Malfurion banned away. All right, so no roots down from him, no poke potential, as well as innervate value for cooldown on base abilities and the return of mana. But what do they want to grab here on the right-hand side? They still need something to clear out waves a bit better. They'll need a solo laner and a healer as well. Oh, what do they want to pick up? I don't hate some sort of mage on the right-hand side. Looks like there's going to be a flex here. So Blaze will be in the solo lane, and they'll flex this last pick. I'd like to see a mage for Zerg wave clear and stuff like that, but the other argument is, I mean, if you don't lose the beacons, then you don't really need to worry about Zerg clear. So there's that to consider in the mix. Last two picks on the left-hand side. What do they want to do into a Blaze? They could look for the Leoric. Leoric can pressure Blaze pretty well. His wave clear and objective clear is nice as well. Entomb could be a great setup for Gul'dan damage, but it's going to be Urel, so control is the name of the game on the side of Krankle Krew. I mean, you have Condemn, you have Polymorph, Righteous Hammer, you've got Umbral Bind. You got a lot of control tools on the left-hand side. On the right, it's looking a little divey. You've got mobility with Sylvanas, Muradin, and Blaze. Light bomb targets are abound. Genji could be the last pickup. He's got great mobility to jump through the lanes with Swift Strike and the Cyber Agility. But Mephisto will round this out, so they do go for the mage in the end, and it's a pretty good draft from both sides. How's Bandit? He's good. He's good. He just rearranged himself on his bed. But let's get into it. Map number 1. Excuse me. Apparently I'm punching the mic today. Alright. Twitch predictions up and available. Get that gamble for all of you. Oh, Ashmantle with the gamble. Thank you, bud. I saw you before stream, but I wasn't sure if you were here. We got Krankle Krew versus Three-Legged Cat. Let's get into it. Left-hand side, your Krankle Krew with Marl on Urel. Porky to be playing Gul'dan. Krankle Johanna. Deviant will be your Brightwing. And we'll have an AFK Maiev played by Sven. Right side of the map in this best of 5 series in the Murky Cup Playoffs upper bracket quarterfinal is Three-Legged Cat. Serdath will be your Blaze. Valar is Sylvanas. High Wraith playing Mephisto. Captain Rex on the Anduin. And last but not least, Drac is your Muradin.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bunch of lovely humans in chat. Thanks for being here, everybody. We do have Gul'dan Pursuit of Flame level 1. Mephisto picking up the Unyielding Power Skull Missiles. Brightwing Hyper Shift still, even though it was nerfed. No greater polymorph priority coming out from Deviant in this game. Actually, this series, because this is the only Brightwing we're going to get in this best of 5. Drain Hope onto Gul'dan, or Drain Life onto Gul'dan. Porky throwing out more Fell Flames, just picking up those 30 stacks as quickly as possible. Spirit of Vengeance in, Umbral Bind onto 2. A root from Anduin's Chastise doesn't allow Sven to pull back the enemies any further, and that is going to be the end of the dive here, but decent siege damage onto the fort front gate as it looks like there is going to be a pause. Alright, so we don't... looks like the players need to fix some keybinds, apparently. Okay. Not what I was expecting, but we'll stay in the game. We'll just pull away the map, and we'll hide what's in front of our face with the talents here in case you want to make some predictions. Hey, we got odds on the gamble. Let's go, chat. So very proud of you. All right. Readies are out. Okay. Pause break. Oopsies. All right, there we go. Sorry, we had a little pause right there. As we get Muradin flanking into the enemy team, some Skull Missiles still coming out from Mephisto. Stormbolt onto Krankle here, but Muradin's going to be able to back off just fine. Sylvanas is working on this camp, taking it for a bit of a stroll as she's just avoiding the attacks coming in, or at least most of them. You can see a little armor reduction here and there. Anduin with a Well of Hope, or a Well of... yeah. Lightwell, sorry. Alright, well, Hellbat's grab for bottom lane. Gul'dan clearing things out. And our first beacon phase is up and available. Bottom will be held by Krankle Krew for the time being. They've already opened up the fort front gate. Decent damage onto High Wraith. Sidewall's being taken down. Drac diving in deep onto this Gul'dan as the phase shift from Brightwing does come through in time. And more Fell Flames being thrown out. Umbral Bind to try and pull back this Muradin. He just get displaced a little bit. 15 stacks for Porky. Actually make it 17 as he's just rapidly rising in these stacks. Oh, the polymorph onto Sylvanas just as she was having the Haunting Wave going out, so she wasn't able to get the activation of the teleport. But Porky tanks too many tower shots, and he does go down. They trade the ranged assassins, but Zerg Wave will channel a little bit for the left-hand side, as Muradin's able to stop this channel at 24%. Bit of a split in the fight. Sven will get the phase shift. Krankle and friends on the point. That's number bind and a polymorph onto Anduin. Shield glare coming through, and Anduin does go down. Okay. Nice pick. More pressure on a Mephisto this time. But he's not going to be taking down Murden. Nice! Iron Skin from the Johanna denies that Stormbolt from connecting. And this will be the end of this back and forth here. Avenging Wrath, by the way, at level 4 for Yrel, the Aegis of Light upon landing. Avenging Wrath grants nearby allies 40 armor. It's an interesting talent because Yrel doesn't really have any friends around. Good morning, Ninja. Good to see you, bud. Congratulations on last. Zerg Wave will start crashing in through bottom lane. High Rate taking a heck load of damage. Umbral Bind denied by the Leap of Faith of Anduin as we have a Chastise going out, connecting onto 1. Piercing Light currently has 1 stack. High Rate needing to Hearth out for full mana and HP, but that is going to be bottom lane 4 completely eradicated. Sven looks to step up with a Spirit of Vengeance forward, but no Umbral Bind to connect. And this Zerg Wave in bottom, just below 50%. Mephisto trying to clear out some of the backline Zerg units. Guardians have a fairly long range. Wait, hold on. Gul'dan's done with his level 1. Sven getting the phase shift from Brightwing. And no one will go down here, but it was looking a little hectic. Oh, wait. No, High Wraith won't be able to get a kill, but we'll be able to drop Sven's health bar down a little bit. Some Fell Flames being thrown back by Porky here. Did finish up that level 1, just getting the dismounts onto the enemies. Let's cycle through the other numbers, of course. Check out what the other stats are looking like, as 10 Talonteers will be up at the top of your screen in a little bit. Alright, left side camp, right side camps to be traded here. Boss is up. We're not even 5 minutes into the game. The boss is about to rise from the depths. The Archangel's up and available here. Actually, really cool boss spawn if you think about it. I mean, usually bosses just come out of some cave door, like Tomb of the Spider Queen or Sky Temple. And then Cursed Hollow, they just, claw up from the ground. So, just cool animation. Never actually watched it. Yrel Blaze will be in bottom lane, so the 4-1 will swap from bottom to top. Mephisto done with his level 1, but Sylvanas is the one to get picked off. And Krankle Krew, which is absolutely fantastic damage. Sven has nice memento active, little bounce off the fort front gate here. Spirit of Vengeance in, but no teleport activation on Umbral Bind to pull back Murden. He's going to be able to Dwarf Toss away. Mephisto trying to clear back the enemies, jumps forward with a shade. Out of that. You got no sleep, hard to wake up. I'm sorry to hear that, bud. I got moderately okay sleep. You think I got like a good 6-7 hours. Something like that seems about right. I hope you get some good sleep tonight. What's up, Random? How you doing? We're bind to pull back. It'd be cool if the boss was infested sometimes. Isn't the boss infested? Isn't the boss always infested? So Krankle gets the north side. We do have, by the way, we didn't talk about the heroic here. Sacred Ground for Yrel was picked up. Interesting. Very interesting choice here. We also will be seeing Containment Disc, Bless Shield, Blink Heal, and Horrify from Gul'dan, as Yrel currently has a 1v2 going on. Sacred Ground activated, just trying to hold this bottom lane, or at least trying to get this bottom lane. But look at that, there's a sliver, just literally a sliver. Righteous Hammer needs to, there you go, and the Righteous Hammer pushes Blaze off the point. Meanwhile, the Zerg, or the siege in top lane continues. The Zerg wave will be going over to the left-hand side, at least with the current trajectory, into top lane at 100%. Was a kill on Muradin and top as we peeked back up here. We do have the Dirts of Hate attempted. Blaze makes the rotation. They're going to try and take back this top lane. It still is 4v4 in top, even with the Muradin dead. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas. Bunker comes down from Blaze. Krankle trying to back away, but it's actually going to be the Mephisto picked off here from Gul'dan damage. Blaze trying to amp up that. Oh my god. He had his Adrenaline Stimpak active. The Twin Flames don't catch the heals of Maiev, and she does not go down. Marl has rotated up as well to help out get this channel. Muradin back from death. Sacred Ground activated again from Yrel. Allies looking to tap well and get back over to this objective area. Yeah, Gul'dan Porky needs to heal up a little bit before he goes back in, because he needs to burn some health to get some more mana. Yrel's still just chilling on this point. I mean, she does have 50 armor. The Phase Shift from Brightwing will come through in time. That'll help out that health bar. Still no Zerg channel. That's Endurance of Hate from Mephisto connecting onto one, but Yrel just really doesn't care. She's going to pop back the enemies with another Righteous Hammer. Muradin with Avatar active trying to get out. Maiev, Fan, and Knives are just getting reset after reset with the Elun's Wrath. The Umbral Bind to pull back Muradin, and Gul'dan finds the kill. And Zergway for Krankle Krew. Hefty, hefty, hefty in top lane. Oh, like a normal Archangel and an... Oh, so like two different ones. Got it. Krankle Krew with a really healthy Zerg wave in top lane will be pushing in right now, and this is extremely promising for a keep to be reduced to rubble. Lightwell from the Anduin's out. There's a containment disc, the Endurance of Hate. No connection onto the enemies. Yo, Mel, what's up, Dave? What's up, bud? Condemn pulls back the enemies. Trying to disengage now. The Zerg wave is still pushing it. Well, it's one Guardian, so they won't be able to take down Keep. But hey, they get a lot of value. A lot of siege to be achieved in top lane as Yrel pushes up bottom.
Did you get them all? I don't mean any offense. I just want to be sure.
Marl gets the Avenging Wrath over the wall. There's a Stormbolt. Sacred Ground is available. It's only a 25-second cooldown. And it looks like, it looks like Yrel's fine. Big rotation to try and take her out. Meanwhile, the enemy team was grabbing two camps for mid and for top and bottom. Oh. Well, shield's available for Jahan if she wants to rip it here. Umbra Bind, that's a beautiful Umbra Bind and a Blessed Shield with the Horrify from Gul'dan. Pulling Muradin and Blaze out of position. As Muradin does go down, Anduin inside the containment disc. Will they step up for Sir Death? Nah, they're going to take down the Anduin. And a double kill picked up by the side of Krankle Krew. They're going to go ahead and move over for the Archangel. Ugh. Yeah, good morning, everybody. I am doing my best to wake up as well. Yikes. Another, a very tired morning. So, Dark Bargain, by the way, for our Gul'dan. And Gul'dan's maximum health is permanently increased by 40%, but his respawn time is increased by 10 seconds. We see that talent from time to time. What does that actually mean for his health bar? I'm just curious. He's got 4,289 HP. He's got almost as much HP as a Muradin. So Porky just wanting to be real healthy here. Archangel in top lane does take down the Keep. And the big thing to mention, though, is Zerg Wave is available in 2 seconds for channel. It's going to be in the bottom lane. And the Keep front gate and bottom lane's already been taken down. So if this third Zerg Wave goes over to the side of Krankle Krew, which is looking promising to do so, with a 3-level difference, 7 kill difference as well, this could be a game-winning push for map number 1 in our first best of 3. Same, and I have 3 hours on y'all. That's true. That's true. Nice jet propulsion from Blaze. Lands the stun onto Porky. Meanwhile, Maiev is found or picked off. That's a nice Nice kill. Oh, wow. Okay, Sacred Ground. They're committed to getting this Zerg channel completed. I like this. I like this quite a bit from our Yrel with the Righteous Hammer pushing back the enemies, and that Zerg wave does come through in the bottom lane. Muradin almost going down. Taps over to the Light Well to get a little extra healing and lets that trait kick in.
Listen and obey.
Okay.
Red team's core is under attack.
So things get pushed up into bottom. Some Skullmas is coming out from Mephisto here, poking onto the wave. But this Zerg wave is looking extremely promising. Blaze on the top left of our screen is trying to wrap around for a flank onto maybe Brightwing. The Horrify from Gul'dan splits Sylvanas. She should go down. Gets a couple heals from Anduin, but yeah, that's going to be an Avenging Rat to take her down. Mephisto picked off. Blaze does find the kill into Gul'dan. Keep has gone down. Maieva's making her way back from the Hall of Storms. The Leap of Faith midair is going to be a Chimo Cleanse. As Muradin does go down, we have our Blaze bunker immediately shredded. Light Bomb to try and zone the enemies, but the Umbra Bind is applied. And actually, the minion wave takes down Blaze. And Anduin getting low here. Captain Rex should be picked off. That's right there. To wrap up map number 1 in this best of 5 series in the upper bracket quarterfinal. GG, well played. All right. Well, let's go ahead and roll out a block of ads. Be sure to subscribe to the stream. We do have September going on, so gifted subs, batches of 5 are discounted, as well as multiple months of subs. So if you're considering supporting the stream for multiple months, now's a good time to get 25 to 30% off multiple months of subs. Yeah. I just made the realization. I was like, wait a minute, there's only 5 teams on the Liquipedia. What happened? Turns out Storm League enjoyers had a scheduling conflict, so they are unable to participate in the playoffs. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. We are here and ready to go back. You mean we don't get HOTS all day? I mean, when the games are over. I mean, when the games are over, the games are over. If I started casting NGS replays, people would be like, is this live? I can't watch replays. I don't like replays. I only like live games. Live games are the only thing that I find that bring me joy in life. If it's not live, then I can't enjoy it. Chromie and Garrosh will be banned away as we get into Dragonshire map number 2. What do they want to get rid of here? Could get rid of a solo lane Dahaka, unless they want to grab it at some point in their own draft. Gonna get rid of Junkrat, actually. Okay. So just getting rid of a lot of ranged assassins on the left-hand side. Actually, I think these are the exact same first 2 bans from map number 1. I'm actually pretty sure it was similar bans. Oh, what do you want to get rid of with this Garrosh? Dragonshire. I mean, the Dahaka is still a good option. Hogger is not bad for the solo lane either. Okay.
With every death comes honor, redemption.
Hanzo to start things out for Krankle Krew. I don't hate that whatsoever. You get poke, you get vision, you get wave clear at level 4 if you go explosive arrow if you need it. So just kind of a nice all-around here at the start. Doesn't show much of the draft. We could see a Diablo paired into this. Like Dragon's Arrow into Apocalypse is a nice combination. I apologize, I keep rubbing my eyes. It's just trying to actually wake up today. Excuse me. At least the games didn't start at 6 a.m. instead of 7 a.m. At least, you know, I'm like slightly more awake than I would be. Dahaka Rhaegar, so there's the Dahaka I was talking about for the solo lane. Rhaegar just an all-around solid healer. Do they want to pick up something with healing denial for the Ancestral, like a Deckard early on? No, okay. I don't hate Deckard on this map. There's a lot of really good setup that you can bring to the table. A lot of really good tight fights within the rotation from top to mid, or even just in the bottom lane area. So Scroll of Sealing and Harajuku Cube would find a lot of value. Sorry, chat. I'm trying my best to wake up today. I'm struggling. I'm struggling more than I thought. Maybe we get a Falstad? Yeah, I don't hate the idea of a Falstad. But do you really want to go double global here on the side of Three-Legged Cat? I don't think they'll go Falstad on Krankle Krew. I feel like they would pick up something bursty mage-wise that could play into like an ETC mosh pit. Maybe a Li Ming, maybe a Jaina, even Kael'thas would be good. We do have bounties, but it doesn't seem like now that we're in the playoffs, the bounties are as sought after. When we were in, when we had the qualifiers, it was just bounty after bounty after bounty being attempted. And granted, this is only the second map, but it does feel like players do want to kind of lock themselves in early on through the upper bracket, because there is a lower bracket you can drop down to, double elimination tournament, as we're in the playoffs. But still, I mean, you want that tournament livelihood as you move through the upper bracket. So maybe we'll see some bounties further along, but I think we might see like 1 or 2 bounty attempts today in our 2 best of 5s. I say that, and I am completely incorrect. Krankle Krew has not done a Gazlo, so they're going to pick up Gazlo. That is a bounty. Gazlo is a bounty. No specific talents are needed, but there you go. Dahaka, Rhaegar, Genji, Anubarak. Okay, so the wave clear is very lacking, in my opinion, on the right-hand side. I'd like to see something, like a Jaina would be great. Like the double CC combo from Anubarak, Jaina dropping snow on everyone's head, does give you more wave clear. Could look at a Kael'thas as well for gravity laps for more CC potential. No, they're leaning into the autos. Okay, they're gonna go for a Vala here. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if Samuro goes like deflection within his build. So that way you can get the physical armor, I believe. I believe that's the name of the talent. But no gambits or no bounties on the right-hand side to be attempted. Left-hand side, we got a Gazlo. Let's see what happens. We'll start with Twitch prediction and get you into the game. All right. Where's the in-game audio? Block party on ETC would be helpful. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Vala will shred through the stacks, but block party would be nice because you can throw it onto allies around you, so we'll see. We shall see in just a moment. And it is going to be block party level 1. Good call. Three-legged cat on the right-hand side looking to keep this best of 5 series alive through Dragonshire. As we have a High Wraith Vala, Valar on your Genji, a Captain Rex Rhaegar, Drak Anubarak, and Serdath will be playing the Dahaka. Left side of the map, our team in the lead of this best of 5. Deviant Malfurion, Marl will be playing Hanzo, Sven Samuro, Porky on that Gazlo, and Krankle ETC. Why is Bandit Bucks always shown as a hostile message? Huh? What are you talking about? I don't know. I don't see anything in my Twitch chat that it's a hostile message. Genji just trying to get some shurikens into the backline right now. Bit of back and forth early on, but we're not going to be seeing anything other than some scatter arrow stacks, some Vala stacks on our level 1 Creed of the Hunter. Genji trying to harass his brother Hanzo, and Uberak does land the burrow. Uh-oh, Vala comes through with a beautiful vault, multi-shot, and Rhaegar finds first blood. got 900 to 420. In my Twitch chat, it shows it. Okay, then that's probably a setting on your end. I couldn't tell you. Yeah. That would be a setting on your end for profanity or something. I have... Twitch profanity filters are absolutely trash. That's why I don't use... I barely use the Twitch auto mod, because it used to hold things like there's a viewer, our lovely friend Chess Looter. It would hold... If you said the word Chess Looter, it would hold the message. Because apparently Chess Looter is a sexual term or something. I don't know. It's dumb, so I turned it off. So with 1 kill already picked up by the side of three-legged cat, we'll continue to rotate around the map. We'll do our best to kind of catch everything we got going on right now. High Wraith. Uh-oh, High Wraith. All right, it's now a 1-1 score. Nicely done. Gazlo and friends kind of bait the Vala into the bush, and she will be eradicated with a power slide from ETC. Yo, Last, what's up, bud? Good to see you, dude. Twitch mobile setting? It's probably universal. It's probably universal settings, because I feel like the mobile settings wouldn't be different than your desktop settings. I feel like you'd have the exact same profanity level filters or whatever between the two. If you didn't, then Twitch is just being dumb, but who'd be surprised by that? Early Dragonite over to the side of our Krankle crew. Samuro already inside of that. Did go Way of the Blade level 1. He's got the deflection level 4, as I mentioned. Advancing Strides grants Samuro and his mirror images 35 physical armor. Let's raise the stakes slightly. Oh, wow. Three-legged cat with 10k. Okay. That is, stakes have definitely been raised. Maybe even braised, as ETC does go down. Do you see what I did there? Braised. Because he's a cow, because beef. Right, anyways. Someone will figure it out in chat. Newbrag burrows in onto Malfury in the dive, the burst. It's all good. And three-legged cat are not looking like they're going to be hobbling through this best-of-5 series. They're going to be looking to make this a 1-1 score with the current trajectory. And Dragonite, actually, you can see on the minimap, is not playing too aggressive in mid. Don't want to give a bunch of free stacks over to High Wraith. Oh, my apologies. Genji goes down in bottom. Oh, Hanzo goes down in bottom. Genji, I actually predicted the future, does go down as well. Diving in a little too deep. Tower shots will take him down. Hey, someone's matching those odds a little bit right there. I like to see it. Thank you, chat, for participating in the gamble. We got Purification for Rhaegar level 7. Looks like chat's waking up as quickly as I am, which is not at all. No, it's an early stream, and I don't blame people for being lurking and sleepy. Shimada bros die in unison, exactly. Alright. Krankle just hanging out on the right-hand side, just kind of positioning around this camp. Left side camp will be grabbed as well, so just trading on those two. You're still on your coffee? Yeah, I'm still on my first cup of tea, but I'm about to finish this first one, and I got a second one in the kitchen ready to go. I was joking around about how, like, oh yeah, if we get 2 really fast best-of-5s, I can go back to bed, but by the time we're done with 2 best-of-5s, I'll be wide awake, and I should probably do something productive with my day. I have D&D at 3 o'clock. So in between now and then, I gotta do something productive. Maybe I'll vacuum the house. That sounds like a productive thing to do. No, either way, we're just a little back and forth here from the mid to bottom. Nothing really exciting to talk about outside of some heroics that are being picked up. We do have Illusion Master for our Samuro. ETC Mosh Pit, Dragon's Arrow, Gravel Bomb for our Gazlo, and Tranquility Malfury, and his Surdath will be able to burrow, avoid some of the CC, and pop some Essence. On the opposing side, we did see the Cocoon earlier, Isolation for Dahaka. Rain of Vengeance, X-Strike, and Ancestral Healing. Samuro now. Sven microing all these different mirror images. ETC Power Slides lands a huge mosh with a root underneath. A Nubrak burrows in. The Ancestral Healing goes onto the wrong target. The Dragon's Arrow won't be able to take down the Vala. The Scatter doesn't find her either, and I can't believe it. Great escape from High Wraith Houdini. Is able to back away and throws back in one Rain of Vengeance to try and create some space for Dahaka to back off. Will be able to do so. Nubrak burrows in, but the face move from ETC pushes him back. Gazlo rotating down. It's a full 5v5 in bottom lane. As now Genji goes to mid as that wave was pushed onto the fort from earlier. Power slide from ETC. High Wraith is the target to grab a bomb. ETC saves. I think ETC saved right there. The grab a bomb, I think, would have pulled Vala back in, but it doesn't matter. They still find the double kill in the end. The only thing they can't do is take down Vala's Gambit from 20% to 15, as she did have one death already. You just finished cereal? Ooh, what kind of cereal? I'm a Captain Crunch kind of guy. That is my go-to. That or some Apple Jacks, man. Apple Jacks just slap. Little full bar of essence pop by Dahaka. ETC harassing a bit onto this Vala, who's just going to start answering back with a heck load of auto attacks. And Krankle goes down. There's going to be a brush stock from Dahaka. Gazlo throws down a turret, which I think actually denied the drag. Yeah, there's actually a little bit of damage onto that turret from the drag connecting, because you can actually hit structures and things with drag, and it will deal spell damage to a target. Root from Malfurion just as the cocoon comes through. The Impale doesn't get any value. Dahaka and mid trying to deny any sort of channel onto the Dragonite. Rhaegar gets onto the point, and this is going to be stall for the Dragonite. Dahaka finds a mirror image of Samuro as Gazlo moves over for a camp on the left, I believe. Nope. Oh, Honey Nut Cheerios is great. Honey Nut Cheerios. Oh, God. It's not Honey Nut Cheerios. I'm blanking on the name of it. ETC just goes for the mosh! And the Tranquility comes through. Vala gets the Ancestral in time. Honey Bunches of Oats. That's my jam right there. Honey Bunches of Oats is so good. A drag from Dahaka onto the real Samuro. Porky finishing out the camp. Sven swaps her mirror image. Drax so very low. 173 HP. Huge Dragon's Arrow. But there's no way to close the distance and find the last little bit of damage into the Anubrak. But it looks like Dahaka may go down. No, he's got a full bar of Essence almost. He should be able to back away. I say that, and his health bar is getting lower and lower. Huge Gravo Bomb. The Dark Swarm is active. And only ETC goes down in the end of this. I thought it was actually going to be Three-Legged Cat losing one. But man, Three-Legged Cat, as I said at the beginning of the game, they are not looking as weak as we saw in map number 1. They really woke up after that map, so nicely done right there. Right, Mr. Bandit? Yo, Raz, what's up, bud? Oh, Golden Grams is good. I'll be taking no other opinions at this time. Oh, okay. So then you have no opinions on I don't know. You got no opinions on God, what's the name of it? Oh, what's the name of it? Philly cheesesteaks. You got no opinions on Philly cheesesteaks? Oh, my apologies. The Samuro goes down to top lane while I'm trying to wake up right now. Still feel like I'm just getting the sleepiness out of my eyes. Dragonite, second one of the game, goes over to the side of Krankle Crew. Sorry, Three-Legged Cat does land the drag onto that Hanzo. Oh, we got a DC, probably a pause. No, wait, yes? This is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting in a moment here. Oh, wrong button. I want to push this button. I can only afford one opinion per day now. So, my vegan neighbors were making a vegan Philly cheesesteak yesterday, and I thought of you, so I thought you'd appreciate that. Because I was like, Twitch chat would not approve of this. Not only is the bread not from Jersey, you're using Jersey water, but it's also vegan. There are some vegan clones of things, but that I enjoy, but not a Philly cheesesteak. Actually, I'm not a big Philly cheesesteak guy in general, though. I'm not crazy for them. I don't think they're bad. It's just not my go-to. All right, well, Dragon's Arrow connected. Dragonite expires. And it looks like Gazlowe does go down to Genji right here as we have unpaused the game and get back into things. Some shurikens thrown into the fort here in bottom lane. I appreciate you thinking of me in your free time. I know I'm always on your mind, and I'm flattered. I think of Twitch chat quite often, honestly. We have many wonderful friends from so many different parts of the world. So there's just like little things that I think of from time to time. So we'll have our camp on the right side grab. Shurikens into the bush. Oh, the drag from Dahaka broken by a face melt of ETC right there. And I think that was the real Samuro as well, so that was a little scary. With all the auto attacks on the right-hand side, Imposing Presence was picked up by the ETC. It's still called Imposing Presence, right? Yeah. We'll talk about that in a second because there's some passive cool stuff with that, but ETC looks for the power slide into High Wraith. Unable to land that. Mosh Pit. Actually, everything is available outside of one stack of Rain of Vengeance for Vala. But the Imposing Presence, why is it cool? So you activate to reduce the attack speed by 50% and movement speed by 20% of nearby heroes and summons for 2.5 seconds. And then passively, heroes and summons that attack your hero have their attack speed slowed by 20% for 2.5 seconds. So if Vala sits there and autos onto ETC, she's effectively hindering her auto attack speed. So it's a really cool passive. Nice adaptation from Krankle here. As we mentioned earlier at the beginning, the block party as well, which does have an AoE and does affect allies around as well. The AoE, I believe, is pretty small. Wait a second. Power slide, mosh pit. You know what? Sometimes it's worth it for the kill. Sometimes you gotta have a 2-minute dance cooldown for a 45-second heroic kill. But still, you know what I mean? Like, also, ETC does have Encore level 13, so he does get 6 seconds off of his heroic per face melt hitting enemy heroes. Also per little boombox. So he's already down to 67%, or 67 seconds. Dragonite will be picked up by Samuro, I believe. Yep. Mirror images were kind of floating around still. Scatters from Hanzo bouncing around. Looks like Dragonite's going to head down towards bottom lane. There's a decent minion wave and camp. ETC able to power slide away. 30 seconds on Mosh Pit. As I mentioned, Siege Giants, Catapult, and Dragonite, this is looking really promising. So they're going to have to give up the fort in top lane on the side of Three-Legged Cat so they can defend this bottom lane, keep front gate. But I mean, honestly, this is really good split coming out from the side of Krankle Krew. I really do think they've managed to pull Three-Legged Cat around quite a bit in this map. Solo Mosh is always worth it if you get the kill. Especially if you're moshing an Abathur. Yo, what's up, bathroom? It's funny that they made the mosh stun actually force dancing. Well, yeah, I mean it's mosh pit.
That beast is
It's a little dance party. ETC plays a song and you just can't help but dance when you're in radius. Makes sense to me. It's like when Britney Spears' Toxic comes on the radio. You can't help but dance. You can't. And if you can, then there's something wrong. You should see your doctor. But 20 talents here will be here faster on the left-hand side by about a half a level. Krankle Krew, who had a little bit of a wobble at the beginning of this map, seemingly have stabilized. And we'll see them hit 20. Vala, by the way, 216 stacks. She's died twice, if I'm correct. She's died once, actually, so she still has 20% on that Gambit. Dahaka full, Genji full on his level 4. Scatters are done. Nothing else really to note outside the Vala stuff, really. I will say this, actually. We have the miniature black hole for Gazlowe. So we increase the Gravel Bomb 3000's radius by 25% and its damage by 50%. Each enemy hero pulled reduces its cooldown by 12 seconds, and the baseline cooldown is 60. So, y'all can do the math on how many heroes need to get pulled for a full reset. Samuro has the 3-blade style. We have the death metal for ETC. Sorry, not death mosh, death metal. We also have the lunar shower. Someone got angry at me during CCL and came to my stream during the middle of the week and said, Bahamut, I love your casting, but it's not death mosh, it's death metal. It's like, okay, all right, bud. Like the person who came to my stream who was upset that I called it Play It Again for the Lost Vikings Heroic, and it's Play Again. Excuse me. Yo, Devastated, what's up, bud? Dragon's Arrow goes wide. Vala with her Farflight Quiver, level 20, living weapon for the Genji. Isolation, Contagion upgrade, Farseer's Blessing, as well as the Rewind for a Nubarak. You don't know me? Mr. I'm Stuck, I think I do. Vala's still just chasing with the Hot Pursuit as well as the Manticore and the... Oh, that's funny. That's too funny that she was just kind of poking onto ETC, chasing him down the lane. But, you gotta point out, we got Dragonite. I believe this is the 4th Dragonite of the game. First one for sure to 3-legged cat. And they're knocking on a keep front gate. ETC with a face melt to push back the Anubarak, who was trying to dive onto him. Doesn't look like anyone's going to be going down here. Let's go ahead and pull away our talent so we can see this engagement a bit better. Waves in top and mid are looking okay for the side of Krankle crew, pushing faster into the enemy side with those periodic catapults. Genji deflect active. Samura on the right-hand side. Gonna micro a couple of mirror images into the bottom lane, trying to make it look like he's the real one, or they are the real one. A kick onto Malfurion to push him further away. All heroics outside of a stack of Rain of Vengeance available for both sides. And Dragonite in bottom lane gets a couple bits of damage onto the keep, but that's really it. No keep to be felled. Nicely done. Mirror image gets kicked. Toxic doesn't make me want to dance, though. Britney Spears Toxic does not want to make you dance. ETC looking for the Vala. Face melt first. Grab a bomb, miniature black hole, but ETC goes down. The death metal will be activated. Hakan and Nubarak will be dancing, but there's no one around to find a counter kill. Samura was in top lane, and how unfortunate things did go for that ETC. Dragon's Arrow should loop on a miss like Blunt Force Gun. Yeah, but for Blunt Force Gun to loop, you have to take the Orbital at level 20, and no one wants to take Orbital over range Ultra Capacitors. You've never heard of Britney Spears Toxic. Wow. I'm blown away, honestly. I feel like it's one of her like most popular songs. Like iconic Britney Spears songs. But not everyone knows TLC, so there's that too, you know? It's a double kill so far. The bottom lane keep has gone down. There was a bit of a... There was like a thought to maybe back off. But a drag onto the real Samuro. The gravel bomb pulls in. The real Samuro's found. ETC power slides through the enemies. Drac is going to have to back away. Vala with the auto tech still raining in into Gazlo. Isolation did spread to 2. ETC goes down, but I think he positioned that so perfectly because he was looking for the death metal. It's not going to work out, though. Gazlo and Malfurion don't have enough damage, and ladies and gentlemen, we ain't looking at a fast best of 5 today. We got a series on our hands, as this is going to be a 1-1 score heading into map number 3. GG, well played. It's a good song. I don't typically express myself through dance. Oh, I'm not saying that you're gonna sit there and like bust a move, but you're gonna wiggle your butt. You're gonna tap your foot. You're gonna shimmy your shoulders when you hear Britney Spears' "Toxic." I went out with friends from law school last night. But you left your house? But that costs money. A few of them didn't know Little John's low. That's honestly mind-blowing to me. How can someone not know not to chase waterfalls? Exactly. Just don't go chasing waterfalls. One of my favorite bits from the Other Guys movie with Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell is the captain, which I think is oh god, I'm blanking on his name. He was Beetlejuice. The captain in Other Guys, he constantly quotes TLC, but then they ask him, they're like, you know, that's a TLC quote, and he's like, who? Like, he literally, at one point, he's, like, working at Home Depot, and he goes, just don't go chasing waterfalls. Good back and forth, but once Vala hit 20, it was hard, you think? Manticore was a big factor. Level 16 was a big point, was a big turning point. Like, level 16 was when things started to turn. Level 20 is when it was kind of shut down. The only joke here on this channel is me. Welcome back, everybody, into Inferno Shrines, map number 3, and our first best of 5 of the day. On the left-hand side, we got Krankle, Krew. On the right, it's Three-Legged Cat. And as I said, this is a best of 5. We're also playing in the style where heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps. So the 20 heroes that have been played so far in this series are unavailable for future maps in said series. We have another best of 5 coming up. Winner of this series goes up against the dudes in the upper bracket semifinal. And I believe that's everything to catch you up. Bans at the top of the screen don't add to that ban pool, so Cho or Hogger could be played in future maps. But we are guaranteed 2 more maps at least. We're guaranteed this and 1 more map, as I mentioned, it's a best of 5. What is that? Oh, I've never seen that before, Mel. That's cool. I didn't know they made that. Never saw that one. So Lucio, Hogger. Do they want to get rid of a healer here, or maybe like Leoric for the solo lane? Maybe Sonya. They're gonna get rid of Orphea. This is the one map where I do see Orphea quite a bit. I do find that she's a lot of value on a map like this with her poke with the dread and such. But I will say this, Chromie is up and available, and Chromie has been banned away. Junkrat's still up and available. He hasn't been banned away. So those are 2 priority heroes that we have seen early bans in the first 2 maps, as they're, well, not banned here. So surely someone is going to be taking one or both. Yeah, I don't know where Cure is. I'm not sure why he isn't playing in the games. I thought I saw him online earlier, but I guess he's not. Alright, we got Jaina Leoric on the right. I like that combination quite a bit. Entomb with a Blizzard. Probably... Ooh. Well, I was gonna say, it's not like, oh, they have Garrosh, you cannot take Diablo, but typically you don't take Diablo to Garrosh, but, I mean, Diablo Apocalypse with Ring of Frost or vice versa is not bad, still.
Let the Inquisition commence.
Alright, we got Sally Thymane, as well as Zagara coming through. Zagara is a bounty if Nidus Network is taken. Krankle Krew has not done that yet, so they could go for a Nidus Network Zagara. Was he originally subbing? I thought he was on the original team. I thought Cure was on the original team, because he was on all the other qualifiers. Give me a second. Qualifier what? And it doesn't say he was a sub. Maybe he was only there for the qualifiers? Yeah, it doesn't label him as a sub for the qualifiers, but I had, like, when we got to qualifier 6, I think, That was when Sven started playing. Yeah, Krew did not play in Qualifier 6, and Sven was labeled as a substitute. So I don't know what happened. I'm not sure why Krew stopped playing, but he's not labeled as a player for the main team on the... like, if you go to the main page of the Liquipedia, the main event tab, and then you go to Krankle Krew, it doesn't list Sven as a sub. It lists him as a main roster player. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. Maybe IRL things, not sure, but, well, none of our business. And we got a Hammer Deckard on the right-hand side. Stukov and Sonya were banned away. Oh, I don't know, Random. I have no idea, bud. I'm just going by the data that I have from the Liquipedia page, so if he said something different, then that's probably the truth. Last two picks. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place on this one. We got double Protoss coming through. We got quite the StarCraft composition on the left-hand side with Zagara, Zeratul, and Tassadar. Gonna need a main tank on the right-hand side outside of the actual tank of Sergeant Hammer. With the Jaina, Leoric, Sergeant Hammer, Deckard. I'd like a tank with some CC. Anubarak, Muradin, Johanna have all been played. Diablo's up. Arthas actually wouldn't be too bad here. I don't hate the idea of the Arthas. Okay, so it's a tankless comp. Well, tankless, you know what I mean? All right, well, let's go ahead and we got our Twitch prediction going for all of you. Let's get some channel points in. 5-minute Twitch prediction as we head to Infernal Shrines, map number 3 in our first best of 5 of the day. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. If you're having a good time, be sure to drop a follow. If you'd like to support the stream further, it's always much appreciated with gifted subs, resubscriptions, all that good stuff. We do have September going on currently. They started this early, and that means you can get a discount on multiple months of tiered subs, or you can gift multiple subs and get a discount on multiple months, or multiple subs gifted. So if you gift 5, I believe you get $5 off, so. Right side of the map will be Three-Legged Cat, High Wraith, Chen, Surdath playing Leoric. We got a Drak, Hammer, Valar on your Jaina, and last but not least, it is going to be a Captain Rex, Deckard, Kane. Left-hand side of the map is your Krankle Krew. We've already got Zagara spreading that creep around. Played by Sven. Marl on the Tassadar. Excuse me, Krankle will be your Garrosh, Porky, Zeratul, and Deviant playing the side-saddled Whitemane. 6K on the Three-Legged Cats. All right. Immediate toss into Groundbreaker. Garrosh went into Titanic or Unrivaled Strength level 1, but a Chastised Blizzard, a whole heckload of damage, big slow onto Garrosh here as he does get a Bloodthirst and heals up a little bit. Zagara already heading into the top lane, actually, spreading that creep around. Zeratul harassing in the rotation up. Let's see, Zagara level 1 will be Corpse Feeders. Pretty standard level 1 for our Zagara. We don't see really anything else since Bile Drop level 7 is the often pickup. Just building up that infested drop value for later on with past Peck Instincts and such. Groundbreaker from Garrosh. Chen drinking up some brew. Gets a couple potions from Deckard Kane. Tassadar with the static charge at level 1, building up his shock ray damage at bonus 200%. And you also get the resonance beam charge as well. Uh-oh, Porky! Porky trying to make some plays here in the rotation and gets shut down by Jaina. First blood over to the right-hand side of Three-Legged Cat. Leoric is going to go into Consume Vitality level 1. Usually with this level 1 we see Ghastly Reach, but it's probably, since it's Infernal Shrines, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Neil Peasants. Just to get the extra damage onto mercenaries and monsters. Generation Globes, Fingers of Frost for Jaina, Freshest Ingredients for Chen, 5 stacks of 15. He'll probably be going into the flying kick at level 4 because it's synergistic with that level 1, since you persist your brew indefinitely. Once you finish your 15 regeneration globes, and there's the deadly strike, so you get 125% extra damage from your flying kick if you have brew, shield from your fortifying brew. All right, we got 420 to 6,000. Odds are on the gamble. Zeratul is going to go full cleave build. He's got greater cleave level 1, rending cleave level 4, with a 40% damage over 3 seconds. We got siege tactics for our hammer, as well as potion of shielding on the Deckard Cane. Jaina with the frost armor. Hammer mines are gonna scout out Krankle here. He's gonna get dropped to 50%. Lands the groundbreaker, tries to step up for the toss. No Indomitable activated. We have Leoric split from the team. A flying kick in from Chen. Jaina drops a Blizzard. Indomitable activated later there by Krankle, trying to back away. Hammer with the boosters activated, getting some autos in. And I gotta say, Sven getting a whole heckload of creep spread around here. Looks like he's playing StarCraft 2 Zerg. God dang, dude. That's an insane amount of creep this early on. Our first objective has been started. Tassadar getting a heckload of skeletal defenders. Already at 15 of 40. Flying kick onto Krankle. Bloodthirst heals up a little bit. Some heals from Whitemane as well with the Zeal active onto this Garrosh and Zeratul. Now how can they step in? Chen thrown out of position. High Ray trying to back away. The body blocks are pretty good. Minion wave on the fort front gate that he can kick over to. 31 to 28 skeletal defenders. Hammer still trying to steal a few away as Leoric is going to get dropped a little bit low. He gets a potion from Deckard. And first objective goes over to the left-hand side of Krankle Krew. Alright, we did get some last-minute gambles on Krankle Krew, so a little bit higher on that one. Oh, good force wall attempt to try and block Jaina from backing away, but she'll be too far out from that. Once again, some pressure onto Chen right now as this composition of Krankle Krew is looking to maybe take down the fort in bottom lane. High Wraith getting really low here, but no one can step up and take down the Panda as the Banelings rain in through from Zagara. A flank from Garrosh into Sergeant Hammer. The auto attacks come through as well, and that is more Banelings to take down Chen. Tassadar wants to take down this fort, and I do believe he will be able to do so with the allies around. Zagara needs to heart that for full mana. But man, I can't believe it. Krankle Krew, they're just like, okay, that map number 2, that was a fluke. We were just playing with our monitors off, and we turned them back on, and now we're going to go ahead and body this enemy team. I mean, it's still 2-1, but the team fighting the pressure and the map control has been so well done by Krankle Krew here. As we cycle through the other numbers, with 10 talents here coming up soon on the left-hand side. Next objective, Mortar Punisher mid lane. Paler camp and bottom grabbed by Marl. Taps the well for full mana, or at least more of it. Zagara does have Medusa Blades. That's why you're going to see multiple shots coming out from her auto attacks. 33% of her auto attack spread to each of those attacks. Krankle kind of baiting this Chen. It's the flying kick away. He's got that mobility, so he's not too worried, not too out of position. Void Prison, it is going to be a Nidus Network Zagara, so if Krankle Krew wins this map, they will pick up a bounty for that Zagara Nidus Network. Scarlet Aegis on the Whitemane, Tassadar with the Archon form, beautiful Warlord's Challenge in front of that force wall, and Zeratul does have the Void Prism. On the right-hand side, we're about to get their 10 talent here, and as I mentioned, that Nidus Network being spread around the map right now. We got one in bottom, one in mid area. Indomitable activated. Sergeant Hammer meets that Indomitable with the Siege Tactics activation. Water Elemental, Entomb, Napalm Strike, Wandering Keg, and Stay a While and Listen. Those will be your heroics on the right-hand side. Zagara in top lane, fighting into this Leoric, sorry, there was the Entomb, and then I just saw the Wandering Keg, the ally toss, the enemy toss. Sven is still being pressured a bit by this Chen, but the Warlord's challenge comes through. The tower shot, stagger damage over time, and Chen will be taken down by Tassadar. Nicely done. A 4th kill of the game to our left side's team as Zeratul dives onto Drac. Porky unable to get more than a cleave. Shrine activation, Indomitable activated. The old man thrown out of position. Stay a while and listen will be the answer. Beautiful stay a while and listen, and White Man can't heal up and save Garrosh. A very aggressive play, punished by the old man as that Zeratul Void Prison trying to create some space for Marl to back away. And unfortunately the Entomb goes out, but no Tassadar caught inside the bucket. That's a bit unfortunate. Krankle Krew had a really good lead. They had map priority, kill priority, experience over the enemy team, and a couple fumbled kills. And here we are. Looking like Three-Legged Cat are starting to build a stride here. I guess building momentum is probably better. I'm trying to use, you know, walking terms. Three-Legged Cat. Anyways, I thought it'd be clever. This Punisher does continue to push in through the mid lane onto the fort. Fort front gate's taken down. 13 talents here, still slightly faster on the left-hand side for Krankle Krew. This fort, oh wait, Indomitable. A root from Deckard Cain, some potions down on the ground for Jaina, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to get any sort of kill into Marl or friends. 120 stacks on our Tassadar. Mid fort does live. And 13 comes through on the right-hand side in just a moment. Zeratul, meanwhile, Porky grabbing this camp in bottom lane. Okay, so Leoric is looking for the Ominous Wraith. Or he does pick up the Ominous Wraith. Ancient Blessings will be your level 13 for Deckard Cain. We'll see if he activates it here as they step onto the point. Garrosh taken down. Whitemane did activate her Scarlet Aegis right there. Wandering Keg from Chen, but I do believe Tassadar will be fine here. Leoric Wraith walks in, and Tomb is available, and he does land it onto Tassadar, who immediately activates the Archon. Gonna try and trade here, but it's not gonna work out, and Tassadar should be taken down. Stay well and listen onto the Whitemane, and she'll be chilled out. No, wait, maybe not. Maybe she won't be chilled out. Any Kona Colds? Any Kona Colds? Yes, she will be. Frozen. Jane is sitting there asking Whitemane if she wants to build a snowman, and the answer is yes, I guess. Feels like a hike. Well, I mean, as long as you're hiking up for some waterfalls. Bottom lane fort taking a lot of damage. We've got a bunch of little Widow Mines thrown onto the ground to get some vision. Zeratul comes in, lands the cleave and the Singularity Spike. We'll see if he dives back onto Hammer. Garrosh trying to back away, gets locked in position from the scoreless ceiling of Deckard Cain. Zeratul just chilling just above. Yorick is going to bonk right into him. Literally doesn't see the Zeratul because he is fully invisible from standing still, but steps out of that. And that is Garrosh getting the kill Jaina getting the kill into Garrosh. Zeratul going down to Sergeant Hammer. Stay well and listen. Might set up the kill into Whitemane as the Scarlet Aegis will be activated. And Hammer's able to boost on out. All right. Not looking too bad. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3 Nidus networks around the map. Another charge is available in a second here. We'll see where Zagara places that. Zagara will just step up here trying to clear things out. Third objective phase. Frozen Punisher coming up in bottom lane as the bottom lane fort does go down. And High Wraith is not going to be punished for it. Okay. It feels like this series is slipping away from Krankle Krew. Now, this is a double elimination bracket. So the loser of this series will head to the lower bracket quarterfinals, which will be next weekend, I believe. This weekend is all upper bracket. We've got a upper bracket quarterfinal, upper bracket semifinal today, and then tomorrow's another upper bracket semifinal and the upper bracket final. So by the end of this weekend, we'll know who's going to be heading into the grand finals. Oh, the Entomb is a little anti-synergistic. Tassadar does activate his Archon. 16s here on both sides. Jaina Water Elemental cleared away immediately. Stay a while and listen. Finds the Garrosh. Tassadar with some shock rays back. Leoric stepping up. Looks like he's got a Wraith walk away. Decker Kane being thrown out of position. Taunted by the Garrosh. Leoric goes down to Zeratul. So does the Decker Kane to White Maiden. Nicely done. A double kill for Krankle Krew. They needed this to try and close that experience gap and start to push back. Now, Zagara, she's got a Nidus Worm down here, which she can then jump to the top lane through and be able to save this for it. It's going to be down to 50% by the time she gets into lane to start defending. But she'll be able to manage this. 10 stacks, by the way, on her Bile Drop, level 7. So 2 more to go on that one. Easy to pick up those stacks against the stationary or slowly moving Sergeant Hammer, especially with the increased radius of the Bile Drop from that level 7, or the Corpse Feeders. Infested Drop, sorry. All the names with the actual talent. Cigar clears top, jumps into another Nidus Worm. She's got 4 on the map currently, a charge ready to go as well. If she wanted to do a deep positioning on this Surdath, okay, deleted right there. The Wandering Keg from Chen, creating some space and some time. The Punisher low at 8%, and Chen trying to get away, will be able to do so. This Jaina on the right-hand side being harassed by Porky. The assist ping's coming out. Now, does Porky try and dive back onto the Jaina? The Tassadar with the Shock Ray almost took her down right there. Garrosh super low. Krankle Krew a little split in this fight. As Jaina does go down to the Zeratul, he does manage to get his way into the backline. Nice big cleave onto a few enemies. Shock Ray from the Tassadar as well. Archon form from Tassadar. No Twilight Archon level 20. It's only level 18 to 17 currently. And the Tassadar Archon form ends. Another Shock Ray out. Does have that Thermal Lance level 16. That's the reason it's hitting for so much damage. And they will be able to take down this keep over here. VP onto the Sergeant Hammer. And I think Sven's going to be dead. Stay a while and listen. Shock Ray comes out, takes down the keep. Garrosh was inside of all of that, inside the VP and the Stay a While. Ancient Blessings activated by Deckard Kane. And Garrosh, Zagara do go down. Nidus Network, there was that deep positioning. But it looks like it'll be cleared away. Next Punisher will be Arcane in the mid lane. That should be coming up in about, 3-ish minutes in game time. Actually, less than that. Probably closer to 2 minutes from now, so. Somewhere in the 16, 17 minute area. Maybe an invade onto the camp just above us. Absolutely. They'll find another Nidus Worm. Clear that away. Might be taking the top. Oh, wait. Zeratul? Looks like he'll be fine. Okay. Did they clear out the Nidus Worm there as well? Yes. So 2 Nidus Worms will be lost. Zagara does place one back at the Hall of Storms and is able to jump down towards the lower lane. No way. They rotate onto the point just with a sliver of that channel left and steal away this camp. Also, Zagara will finish out her level 7 Bile Drop, which means there's a 3rd Roach that will spawn with the Bile Drop. That's the reward. A 3rd Roach. Just itty-bitty roaches. But we'll see level 17 soon. Zagara, by the way, did go for the Creep Tumor Armor at level 13, Protective Coating, while on Creep, Zagara gains 20 armor.
Another shrine will be ready soon.
Period. Sorry, I thought I had more to say to that, but not at all. Alright. What a good series we got on our hands. That's a 50% increase. What, the protective coating? Level 20s are here on both sides. We got Shadow Mending, Death Wish, Twilight Archon. We've got the Scarlet Crusade as well as Pack Instincts. Or Pack Instinct. Respect the Elderly. We've got Wandering Keg upgrade, I forget the name, Untapped Potential, Ultra Capacitors, Buried Alive, as well as the Winter Mute for our Jaina. Tassadar, Archon form, just trying to get those autos to sustain the Archon. Zeratul does go down first. That's going to be an Ancient Blessings from Decker Kane activation. Big root from Deckard, looking for the Garrosh to stay well and listen with respect to elderly silence. Jaina pops the ice block. There's a potion right next to her. She's able to get that immediately. The shock ray from Tassadar almost takes her down, as Sergeant Hammer will be traded. Top fort does go down to the Fallen Shaman as Chen chunked by Tassadar, and Zagara comes through with the last autos. I mean, Marl is absolutely doing devastating damage on this Tassadar right now. I don't know, that was the wrong thing to pull up. Sorry, I wanted to pull up his stats. Wrong buttons today. Man, I am struggling to wake up. 76,000 heroic damage. The closest on the ally team is Zagara with about 68,000. On the opposing side, Sergeant Hammer 72,000. So this Tassadar is doing work, and he's still sustaining this Archon that was activated a while ago. 90 seconds? Yeah, it's almost 90 seconds this thing has been sustained, as the cooldown is going to be off. Now, granted, that cooldown is not active, so the moment Archon does go down, well, I don't think we actually will see that, the cooldown will reset to 90. But this could be a game-winning push here for the side of Krankle Krew. They had a couple wobbles in this game, but they really rolled it back over to their side in the mid to late game around level 16. And now they're advancing towards core. Sven dumping in a bunch of Banelings, Roaches, Hydras as well. Core is dropping rapidly. Gonna back away for a moment. All the enemies are here. There's a big Entomb Buried Alive. Stay a while and listen. Huge respect the elderly value. Whitemane trying to get away. She gets the Scarlet Aegis activation just in time. Garrosh does go down. The Orc to be traded. Wandering Keg from Chen with the Untapped Potential. Just trying to create space. Zeratul has a VP, but it's Zagara who goes down to the hammer. The core will inevitably fall, and Krankle Krew are one map away from victory here in the upper bracket quarterfinal. GG, well played. Oh, there was some bandit redemption.
Dude, sucking at something is the first step towards being sorta good at something.
Why 104? Wouldn't you like to know? You_rah.
Crush, thanks for the 104 bits. The first alert of the day. Thank you, bud. I appreciate it. We had some bandit redemptions yesterday that I forgot to do, so I think by that logic, I need to return any and all channel points that have recently been used. I think that's only fair to Twitch chat. Don't you, Twitch chat? Viewer rewards. Power-ups, channel points. Review requests for channel points. Man, there are 69 requests. And, yesterday there was... you know what? I'm just going to reject all these. Enjoy having your channel points back, chat. Use them to gamble. Or bandit stuff. Let's get set up for our map number 4 and find out. Winner of the series goes on to our next best of 5 in the upper bracket semifinal up against the dudes. We're going to run some ads, so be sure to subscribe to the stream. You can get discounted subs through September. Be sure to check it out. Yeah. I love you. All right. Bahamut lore has been done, so let's get into another game here. On the left-hand side, we're back into our best of 5 series for the Murky Cup playoffs, upper bracket quarterfinals. On the left-hand side, it's Krankle Krew. On the right, it's going to be Three-Legged Cat. As I mentioned, best of 5 series. Winner goes on to the upper bracket semifinal. Up next, loser drops down to the lower bracket quarterfinals, which we'll be looking at next weekend. This weekend is all upper brackets, so we'll have 2 best of 5s today, 2 best of 5s tomorrow. And the members of Krankle Krew continue to disappoint me, as I have disappointed my parents, as we have a Cho ban, we have a Hogger ban. Oh, what else will we be getting rid of? I got wicked heartburn today. Ugh. I thought I dodged the bullet, but I can feel the acid, the reflux just climbing up my esophagus. Ugh, I hate it. And a Varian banned away, so we are getting you know, the hero pool is thinning out quite a bit. As a reminder, this is the draft style where heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps. So there are 30 heroes unavailable as we are entering our 4th map of the day. Of course, the bans don't continue or don't hold over to the next map. So if we get a map 5, we could see a Cho'Gall if it's not banned away. But 34 heroes are technically unavailable. And let's see what we start things out with. Whoa, Baha, too real. Sorry. I like to toe the line between too real and jokes. They don't deserve a cast after banning show. Yeah, I agree. You know, I realized I missed a great opportunity yesterday. Someone came into the stream asking about Street Fighter, and I should have been like, if you tier 2 sub, I'll switch to Street Fighter. That's what I should have done. I had that thought literally last night. I was laying in bed, and I was like, oh, I missed an opportunity to try and bait someone into subscribing to the stream. Someone came and asked about Street Fighter and then left the stream, and I was just like, all right, whatever. Like, it's really weird, really just weird random thing to ask. But Lucio Greyman on the right-hand side. We got a Diablo, Cassia Tyrande. Wow. Stitches is still up and available, so we could see some sort of Stitches comp being built. Junkrat's available, Chromie's available. These are all great heroes for a map like Garden of Terror to poke around the objective, and the best alerts on Twitch. I do have the best tier 2 and tier 3 sub alerts on all of Twitch. I've got some great sub alerts as well. We have, I will say this. Why would you ban the Ariel? Oh, maybe because they were going to go double support with the Cassia. I will say this. I have the best hype train alert on all of Twitch. I'm so proud of that hype train alert I made. So I sub now and we can switch to street fighting outside of Denny's. Unfortunately, no, because the Denny's up here closed about 3-4 months ago. Imagine needing an incentive to play Street Fighter. Oh, I don't need one. I was just trying to get more money. I'm just trying to get more money to pay my bills. That's all I'm trying to do. All right. What do we got here? All right. Lost Vikings can be a bounty if you go into Longboat Raid. We'll see. Yo, do you think they'll butcher? Do you think Krankle Krew will butcher to just feed off the Vikings? You know there's a conversation happening right now. You know there's a conversation that Krankle Crew's having, like, bro, what if we butchered, though? Like, what if we butchered and just jungled and killed the Vikings? It ain't butcher, but it's kind of like it. We got an Illidan. So, Hunt Illidan is a bounty. Longboat Raid Vikings is a bounty, so we could see a bounty for these two teams. Get that bread, get that paper. Yeah, that's life. I ain't paying groceries with that thanks for playing Street Fighter. Yeah. Quite an interesting draft from both these sides for Garden of Terror. It's feeling very quick matchy. We'll see if someone comes in and asks if this is live. Instead of Butcher, they've chosen the worst hero in the game. I don't see Phoenix anywhere. All right, as Ashmantle has got you in chats, we have our Twitch prediction up and available. Get your gambles in as we're heading into map number 4 in our first best of 5 of the day. On the right-hand side, it's going to be the three-legged cat.
The battle begins shortly, heroes.
There it is. Someone asked. Yes, of course this is live. That's how I'm reading your Twitch chat messages live. High Wraith is playing Arthas. Valar is on Junkrat. Drak to play Greymane. Captain Rex on Lucio. And we've got Serdath to play the Balog, Olaf, and Eric, the Lost Vikings, showing off that Mastery skin, as that's not a thing anymore. On the left-hand side, we do have Krankle Krew trying to make this a 3-1 series. We got a Krankle, Falstad, Porky on Diablo, Marl playing Cassia, Deviant is going to be your Tyrande, and Sven will be playing that Illidan. Does the first Sentinel hit? Does the first Sentinel hit? Hello, Deviant. Throw the Sentinel. Oh, first Sentinel didn't hit. First Sentinel didn't hit. That means we're going to a map 5. Auto attack build for Falstad right now with the frequent flyer. Thunder Stroke for our Cassia. God, I hate the name. I don't know why. I hate the name of this talent. Lunar Flare from Tyrande as well, level 1. Lunar Blaze. We actually have Junkrat going to the blow him up. We don't see this very often. The extra wound timers was nerfed ages ago, and it was still being prioritized, but we got blow him up. For our Junkrat, as we have a Howling Blast from Arthas connecting onto a few enemies, but no follow-up to a kill. It is going to be Rhyme Arthas level 1. Olaf with the Olaf the Stout. We've got Greymane with the Viciousness and Accelerando Lucio. But the blow him up if you are curious for Junkrat. Hitting enemy here with Concussion Mine or Steel Trap causes Junkrat to deal 25% more damage with basic attacks and basic abilities for 6 seconds. Excuse me, sorry. Illidan did not go Unending Hatred level 1. He went Immolation after using Sweeping Strike. Burn nearby enemies for 24 damage per second for 4 seconds. You wouldn't get banned here for Pants Grab. You get banned here for saying things like, Dark Souls 2 is the best Dark Souls game that exists. That's that. I mean, that's ban territory right there. Howling Blast onto Falstad over the wall, but there's no follow-up as the Fort Front Gate is still here. Firestomp build for our Diablo right now. Looks like, that actually makes sense. He went Soul Shield level 1. I guess Junkrat does have a lot of ability power, but I'm actually a little surprised that he went into Soul Shield level 1. Huh. Maybe Porky auto-piloted that, but that's an interesting level 1 right there. Activate to gain 25 plus 50% of Diablo's current souls as spell armor for 4 seconds. Every time Diablo damages an enemy hero, reduce the cooldown by 1 second. Because, like, Greymane's mostly auto damage. Lucio's mostly auto damage. Arthas has got mostly auto damage. He's got Howling Blast and some damage over time from his, What? I saw the Sentinel going out. My brain just froze. Nicely done. Tyrande gets the owl kill. Exclamation owl. But the Frozen Tempest is, it's an interesting level 1 for Porky. I'm surprised he didn't go like Devil's Due or Feast on Fear. But either way, Tyrande and Diablo do go down. I don't know if that sways anyone. Whoa, that's a lot of Twitch predictions. What happened? I refuse to read your message, Crush. I refuse to read that. Clearly to counter the longboat. Oh, is that it? That's the reason we're going Soul Shield is to counter longboat. Well, down in bottom lane, Sven will be able to take down another Viking. But the 2 kills are still going to be pushing up. Actually, the experience is pretty equal still. I dropped a fat 50 on 3-Legged Cat. Thank you very much. Yeah. So that's some nice Twitch predictions. I apologize. I'm looking at everything but the game right now. Arthas will take down Cassia. Falstad takes down Junkrat. Diablo rotates into mid. Overpower. Shadow Charge into the wall. Lunar Flare to follow that up. Hammering from Falstad going out, but doesn't get enough damage. He does have Secret Weapon level 7. Illidan finds another Viking kill in bottom lane. And it's 1 for 3. Almost 1 for 2, or 2 for 3, actually, because I think 1 more Viking kill would be a full, right? Because Vikings have died 3 times. Yeah, they're 0.75. Uh-oh, Sven? Sidewall doesn't get a... Oh, good sweeping strike over the wall right there. Unbound. Sweeping strike can go over walls and terrain. After hitting 15 heroes with sweeping strike, you gain a second charge. Hey, good thing you took that level 7, because that dive onto the sidewall did not put him where I think he was hoping. 10 talent here, almost here. We'll talk about stats in a little bit, or we'll talk about questing talents in a little bit. Nice concussion mine onto Porky. Arthur steps up for a quick auto. Fend in from the Cassia. Oh, we got a little bit of a pause here, so let's go ahead and jump out of the game for competitive integrity. We'll find out what's going on with this. Okay. Oh man, I am struggling to wake up today. I'm missing talent names. I'm forgetting heroics. It's early. It's an early day. But otherwise, how y'all doing today? How's everyone's Saturday? Happy Labor Day weekend here in the United States. Why do we celebrate Labor Day? Hold on. Let's Google. Let's Google while we're in a pause. What is Labor Day about? Let's see. First Monday of September, Labor Day is the annual celebration of social and economic achievement of American workers. We achieve things? The holiday is rooted in the late 19th century when labor activists pushed for a federal holiday to recognize... Sorry. It's like you start reading and you're like, oh, so basically this is a holiday where a bunch of workers were like, hey, we should take some time off because it's been fucking ages since 4th of July. To celebrate that we don't have to work 80 hours a week anymore. When do we ever not work 80 hours in a week? Well, yeah, Mel, I think you're pretty on point with that, yeah. Alright, so 1 out of 3 seeds on both sides. Illidan's gonna grab a fort for the bottom lane. So let's see, what do we got? Heroics. Is it gonna be Hunt? It is Hunt Illidan. He does go down to the Vikings. Actually, Junkrat in bottom lane, excuse me. Hunt Illidan. We have Play Again for Vikings, so no longboat raid. No bounty on the right side, but a bounty with Hunt Illidan if Krankle Krew does pick this up. And they will invade the camp. Illidan about to respawn. Concussion Mine on the point. Junkrat Concussion Mine pushes them back. Falstead Gust creating an opportunity. The Starfall from Toronto is so good. The Riptire from Junkrat. But Greymane gets the kill into Diablo, and the camp does go over to the right-hand side. He can't hunt if he's dead, that's true, but he can hunt when he's back alive, immediately onto the Junkrat with the sweeping strike through as well. Dives onto one of the minions. Fend from Cassia will take down Greymane. A hammering from Falstad. Chunks onto High Wraith here, but revenge to be found from Illidan and Krew as the Vikings play again on the south side of the map, I do believe. No, I thought I heard the sound of it, but no. Oh, also Eric is way too far away from Play Again to be active. Lunar Flare avoided by a little wiggle from High Wraith. 2 out of 3 seeds on the right-hand side. Diablo's back from death. He does have full souls, as you can see the little icon underneath his model there. It's kind of ironic that Labor Day is a day to celebrate workers and take time off, but literally all the work that you do around Labor Day or leading up to it is to basically make it so you can have that day off. You know, that it's the irony of Labor Day, but you quite literally have to overwork yourself to actually have Labor Day off. Some of you may be confused. A lot of companies will then force their employees the week before a major holiday, in the United States at least, to work a lot more or work harder, so that way you can make up the time lost. Some air quotes there you couldn't see.
It is time. Do what must be done.
Alright, well, Siege Camp in the bottom to be grabbed. We'll have a trap on the left as well. We'll just discover Marl here. But I do think we're going to see... Ooh, wait, hold on. No, the rotation's coming in. Hammering's out from our Falstad. Currently having Eric just poking onto Illidan. He's going to chase him down on the top side of our screen. But Eric is a little swift. He's a little brave. Gonna jump back in, but there's Diablo Shadow Charge and a Viking to be lost right there. 13 to 13 in our levels as another Viking comes in for the delay. A little jump from Balog there. Balog, Olaf go down. All three Vikings have been picked off, and they have play again off of cooldown. Hunting from the Illidan, but Diablo still goes down. The Gus from Falstad not able to save. High Wraith a little bit low. Has his Frozen Tempest active, and Cassia can't step up. You gotta say that the Arthas pickup here is really, really smart from Three-Legged Cat, since there's so much auto attack potential from Illidan, Cassia, I mean everybody realistically. Frozen Tempest is a great way to just slow down that auto attack speed. Oh my god, the Lightning Breath coming in from Diablo Porky. Nice setup from him. The Starfall from Tyrande. High Wraith trying to back away. Another Lunar Flare will connect. There's going to be the Frozen Tempest activation, but it's not going to stop Diablo from coming in and getting that kill. Nicely done from the side of Krankle Krew as they gain some more experience. They find 7 to 7 in kills and steal away this camp. Hunt Illidan may be a victorious bounty, but it's early still on Guardian of Terror to find out who's going to win. No major structures have fallen. Mid lane fort down below 50%. Top to be dropped as well. Hunted from the Illidan, following up the Shadow Charge. There's going to be a Lunar Flare from Tyrande. Porky a little too deep. He's going to be pushed around by Lucio's. Falstad flies in and goes for the flank gust. Has to barrel roll away, and that just does not work out in the end for Krankle Krew. A flubbed dive into the enemy team, yielding only a Diablo death on their side. Camp started, but the enemy team seen rotating in without Diablo. They're just going to give this away. Cassie with 53 level 1 Thunderstroke stacks. We have 27 stacks on our Falstad, 17 for the Lunar Flare from Tyrande. 41 regeneration globes for our Vikings. Nicely done. And they need to delay out this objective. 16s are here for both sides. Tyrande gets one delay. Falstad with another. Is there a barrel roll to get away? Krankle, split from his team, gets taken down. Ooh, that's unfortunate right there. You have the 16 talents here advantage, but you just can't make anything happen with that. And losing the Falstad. Diablo eats the steel trap on purpose. Sven looking to dive into the backline, immediately does so. The Starfall from Tyrande activated. Riptire from the Junkrat. Arthas has the Army of the Dead activated as well, trying to heal up a bit here. Hunted from the Illidan, they follow up the Lunar Flare onto Greymane. Steel Trap finds Illidan. Can he back away safely? Vikings jump up. Lunar Flare not connecting. Assist pings on the left-hand side. Sven going for the channel, but he will be delayed here. Uses that Unbound to dive over the wall. A lot of well taps. Falstad flying in. Woo, I thought he was flying in a different spot. Didn't see his reticle where he's going in. Shadow Charge into Overpower onto a Viking. By the way, bottom lane has catapults fixated onto keep, and these are almost going to take this down. If the Guardian Terror goes over the side of Krankle Krew, which it looks like it will, this could be a bottom lane push to maybe go core. Or are they looking to open up the map further? So they're not going to go... Okay. So bottom keep should be lost off of this. I don't think a Viking can solo defend against all this. Not even 2 Vikings. Mid lane fort is eradicated. Top lane being pushed up on. So there you go. Bottom lane keep will go down in just a few seconds here. Mid fort crumbles. Top fort does go down. Bottom keep will be removed as well. A lot of structures being demolished by Krankle Krew. Howling Blast to zone. Little Curse Bullet throw. Oh, no, actually not. I thought I saw Curse Bullet going out, but I think it might have been a different animation. Still a couple seconds on the cooldown on that one. Diablo's full on souls. Objective pushing into top lane. Keep on Gate. Ball Lightning from Cassia. Lightning Breath from the Diablo. Lucio amps it up. The Huntin from the Illidan. Pushed back by Lucio as Falstad's hammering comes through and gets the kill. Arthas dead for the next 44 seconds. A win condition set up through bottom. Are Krankle Krew going for this? Viking to be saved. All right. Not Not going to see any more siege coming through. 85 stacks for our Cassia currently. 34 for the Falstad. Sven will grab that Siege Giant camp for mid. Gonna start working on the Bruiser camp for top lane. Dives over to an Illidan. Diablo coming up here as well. Finds the steel trap in the bush. Viking charges in. Jumps away immediately. Cassia fends onto the Eric, but he's so swift. And he's got the hurry up active to be able to get out of that as well. Do you doubt the power of the Vikings? Maybe. Okay. Well, we're waiting for 20s to come through, and the map is being painted blue. Literally, actually. It's just about every... Actually, every camp is going to be grabbed by Krankle Krew. Mark your bingo square for paint it blue. Two out of 3 seeds on the right-hand side for 3-legged cat. They could summon the Garden Terror if they can get a good team fight. Maybe open up the map a little bit more. Olaf has that stun with the Olaf Large and in charge, level 16. We're a little experience away from 20, and I think Falstad's trying to find that through mid with the help of Cassia. Rotating down into bottom. Big rotation for a single Viking kill. We'll see the shooting star for the Tyrande. Illidan going for the channel on the objective area. Wind Tunnel for Falstad. Rock Stopper on Cassia. Diablo and Illidan holding. I assume it's Hellgate and nowhere to hide. Hellgate was picked up by Diablo. Illidan gets the channel on the objective. And Illidan's actually going Bolt of the Storm. Okay. Bolt of the Storm. As Siege Giants are opening up mid. Almost taking down the keep here. Tyrande, not Tyrand. Yes. I don't know how you get Tyrand, but okay. That's an interesting one. It's like when people say Oriel for Ariel. It's like, how? I didn't know she was a baseball team. Tyrande Whisperwind.
Soon we'll have another seed to gather, heroes. It won't be long now.
Anti-magic shell for Arthas level 20, mixing fire, extra oomph, Hunter Blunderbuss, and Fury of the Storm. For our Vikings, each Viking gets their own charge of that, so it's good for pushing back these waves.
A seed has sprouted. Best not fight over it, hmm?
Are they giving this? Really? Okay. Interesting choice. Krankle Krew. Give away the objective to the enemy. Give me a second. I gotta blow my nose. Sorry, morning allergies kicking my butt today. So Garden Terror goes to the enemy side. Looks like Falstad heads top, Illidan in bottom. Bottom lane might not get much value. Oh wait, no, big rotation in the bottom, so they should be able to take down the fort front gate. Gonna go for a wraparound here and maybe get a flank onto the Illidan, excuse me. Allies are around, Falstad managing top, Cassia managing mid. One Viking does go down on the left side of our screen. Falstad, looks like he flew down into bottom. So they'll save the bottom fort. Diablo charges in. Mid fort goes down. Bottom fort does go down as well, so never mind. And top fort will fall as well. Viking pushing this up. Nicely done from 3-legged cat. They want that 5th map.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Maybe so it's a reset. Nothing wrong with it. Yeah. You should have a bless you sound alert. Alright, so Sentinel heads towards top lane just to get some vision. Camps to be grabbed around the map. We're 18 minutes in. 4th map of the day. And as I mentioned, Krankle Krew, this could be a 3-1 score if they're able to close out this map. They've got win conditions set up. They've got keep still available. What is the game plan here? Sentinel discovers the Arthas right there. Sven's still going to head towards top lane. Oh, 1 Viking's found. Porky should be able to get the kill. Smoosh. Viking lost. What's going on over here? What's this deep setup here? What are we doing? What are we doing deep onto the enemy's territory? Junkrat grenades are, yeah, seen, so they can... Got an idea that the enemy was floating around in their jungle, if you will.
Shouldn't you be gathering that seed, heroes?
Oh god, I forgot about that scene, forget what. Yeah, I don't know if I want to actively encourage that, nor do I like who that man has become, so... Good suggestion. Just I don't think it's very fitting for our channel. Nor do I care for that comedian nowadays.
Another seed is about to sprout, heroes. Be ready for it.
Vikings are never truly lost. Oh, when I play them, they are. Alrighty, well, either way, our next seed is available, and it's going to be 2 out of 3 on the left-hand side. So could see Garden Terror over to the crew of Krankle Krew. Concussion Mayan onto Porky. I'm still surprised they never added Blackthorn. Isn't Blackthorn just man with gun?
Gather that seed.
I mean, we already have person with gun. We have a lot of persons with guns. I don't know. I don't know enough about the character of the game to like, what could be unique about him, but it just kind of seems like a dude with gun. And a name that has nostalgia hit. We got Tychus, we got Raynor, we got Greymane, we got Tracer. Technically Hanzo, it's a different type of gun. Lucio technically as well. Junkrat kinda.
Hero slain.
So just how do you make that character unique than all the other characters with guns? Concussion Mine is around this objective, should get a delay, but Junkrat has the endless nade, so as long as he's hitting people with the frag launcher grenade, he's getting good cooldown. And we'll slowly poke at Marl's health bar here. Concussion Mine blasting her back, and another Concussion Mine activated onto the objective area. They're gonna need to kill Junkrat or the enemy team. Viking in top lane is still pushing things up. Illidan's got Hunt off cooldown, so he can go deal with this, and then hunt into the team fight if he's needed. They step up and find Diablo with the Howling Blast in the bush. Riptire from Junkrat coming through. Gust, Wind Tunnel into the corner is huge, but where's the follow-up damage? Where's the follow-up anything? It's non-existent, and the retreat pings are coming out. Give him a Piranha Gun? Oh, I know the scene, forget what. Trust me, I've seen that movie many times, but as I said, the connotations around that are not really positive, and the actor nowadays is, the comedian nowadays is, I'm not a fan of, so. Nobody ever gets Global Hunt. We've seen Global Hunt. We've seen the No One Can Hide. In Qualifier 6, actually, someone did take it. What's up, Toiler? How you doing, bud? Oh, for those in chat, sorry, my bad. Forget what, I didn't realize.
Seed is sprouting.
I didn't realize.
Anticipation is building.
Howling Blast into Diablo as they step in to invade this camp. Porky gets chunked by the Curse Bolt. The Riptire from Junkrat coming through does have the extra oomph, looking for multiple heroes as it does hit 2. Camp will not be stolen away. Falstead Barrow rolls away, unable to get a kill from the side of Three-Legged Cat. What's the weird? It's a skin bug thingy that you keep seeing above. So when she's mounted, so you can see right now it's not there, but the moment Deviant mounts, it's gonna pop back up. It's like a skin visual bug thing that you can. I think you can actually manually do it. I think there's like something you do and then it does that. If Stark was here, he'd know the answer, but I think he might be sleeping still. We got another pause, so let's go ahead and jump out of the game for competitive integrity. Deadly team fight over the seed. Baylog. Oh, wow, a health orb goes back to farming the lane. Yeah, I know, right? All right, so we got a pause here. We'll find out what's going on with all of that. Are you the only one seeing it? No, no. Chat's seeing it too. No, I think the enemy team can see it if she's mounted and in sight and stuff like that. But the reason we also see it is because we're on a higher zoom level, so it's more prevalent for us. But I think players and such can see it. Yeah, it's if you're on the player zoom, it's a little difficult to see. When you're in observer zoom, it's not hard to see at all. Oh, you keep thinking the 3 is their score. All right, we don't know what the pause issue is, but we're currently chilling. Vikings, by the way, have 102 regeneration globes. Where's a Viking? 102 regeneration globes. Eric's current healing per second is 65. 66 HP per second, because the baseline regen for Eric is 15, and the bonus health regen is from Viking Horde is 51. So 66 health per second for the Vikings. That's, well, at least for Eric. I think it differs per Viking. Let's actually check while we're in pause. No, all the Vikings have the same regeneration baseline rate. They just have different like attack ranges and stuff like that, and damage and and armor and etc. Still 66 HP per second. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah. As I said, I don't know what the pause is. I don't see any information. Why? There we go. Why pause? There we go. Finally, someone is asking a question like 4 minutes later. Player has lag. Okay. All right. So how long to recover HP from a Diablo charge? Diablo charge. Charge into an enemy, knocking them back, dealing 103 damage and gaining 15% movement speed. Diablo charge is 437 damage currently, if you land the collision. So 447 divided by 66. Chat, you can do the math on that one. I can't do that off the top of my head. Howling Blast into Diablo. Curse Bullet as well. Same regen, just how they regen. Well, Eric the Swift is a talent. That's not baseline. Same thing with the Olaf physical armor is a talent as well. But they have those, so of course, yeah, those. Your point is very, very on point because of the current talents and stuff like that. Yeah, Baylog just exists. But Eric has more healing per second if he's moving, and Olaf also gains 20% maximum health. But I don't think that gives him extra regen, right? Just physical armor, yeah. Physical armor and overall more tankiness. RL trying to get the channel here on this objective. Both teams have 2 out of 3 seeds. Vikings pushing top and mid as we are back into the game. 6.6 seconds to recover from an entire Diablo Shadow Charge without any other augments is not too bad. Riptire from Junkrat. That's a full reset on Riptire. He's going to go for the second right there. Three-Legged Cat are making a case for a map number 5, excuse me. Lunar Blaze from Tyranda's finished out. Diablo has to Hellgate away. Uh-oh. I mean, oh, wait. Vikings are chasing down Falstad. Does he have Gust? Not for 33 more seconds. Falstad, that is not your base, but he's going to fly into the loving arms of Junkrat!
Miss.
Yikes! Yikes forever. You know what? It was a good attempt. It was a good attempt. Not blaming the player at all, but it was a good attempt to try and get away right there. Unfortunately, it does not work out too well. Excuse me. Lunar Flare into Arthas. The defense in top lane is pretty good. The ball lightning from Cassia. It's not infinite. Hunting from Illidan, focusing onto Arthas. But no, it's not going to work out. Junkrat takes down the Illidan. Chad, I think we're heading into a map 5. I think we are getting ourselves a map 5 in this best of 5 series. And who doesn't love a map 5? Let's go. We're on pace for full maps today in this. We have 2 best of 5s. And our first one is going to go the full distance. Tyrande tries to make a Titanic defense. Olaf comes through, mixing fire. Lucio. Falstad has respawned. No Finland on this one. Looks like Krankle's going to save his KDA. And that is map number 4 to the side of Three-Legged Cat. GG, well played. We got a 5th map in this series. Yo, Cordless, what's up, bud? Most of the time, it's the trait skills that do the healing, and the Horde is just really for late game for Balog, I think. I mean, all 3 Vikings for sure benefit from it, but I think Eric and Olaf do have opportunities to augment their health or healing. I don't think there is... wait, hold on. Doesn't Balog have an auto-attack ability that gives him some HP? No, there's nothing from that. That's more HP per second. That's just 20% max health. That's launch. That's a stun, and that's that. Okay, yeah. Let me take a look here. Let's run some ads out. Be sure to subscribe to the stream as we get ready for map 5. Let's see. TLV. Let's see here really quickly. Talents. Explosive. Balog, basic attack, splash damage, and heal for 20% of the damage dealt. Healing, double against heroes. But that's at level 4. But that's at level 4, so you can't get the Eric the Swift then. Interesting. All right, so I think we have our lobby ready to go. Indeed we do. Lobby link. I need to get a cup of tea. I'll be right back. Enjoy the ads, and be sure to subscribe. Okay. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Alright. Managed to get some new tea. Boil some more water. Run to the bathroom. So we are ready to go into our final map in this first best of 5 of the day. We still have another best of 5 after this. Still have another game after this, but exciting stuff. And there we go. First map in that series will be that. Okay, we'll talk about that later. Ooh, it is cold in the house today. Oh, it's like 68 Fahrenheit, which is like 20 Celsius. It's nice and chilly. Oh, it's nice and chilly today. Oh, pay out the people. The three-legged cat did win the last game, so let's pay that out. And who won? Three-legged cat. All right, readies are being requested. We're gonna get going in a few minutes. Few moments, sorry. Not even a few minutes. Here comes the money. All right. So what else can I tell you all about? I can tell you about Battlefield of Eternity. Battlefield of Eternity is up and ready to go, and all right. So map 5 in the so 40 heroes are unavailable. 44 will be unavailable by the time we start our draft. Oh boy, Chad, this is going to be an interesting map number 5. This was going to be a real interesting map number 5. I can't wait for this one. All right, so let's see. Battlefield, what do you want to get rid of? Auto attackers that are good on Immortal Racing that have not been played. Rainer's available. He did have a change on Execute Orders level 20. Lunara's not bad on this map either. Malthiel's considered a decent hero for racing. So is Zul'jin, and Zul'jin will be banned away. Mal'Ganis banned away, as well as the Krew. Alright, healer pool-wise is getting pretty low as well. Kind of thinking around the healers that we have. Morales is not bad for a map like this. Lily is an option for some blinds. Deckard Cain was already played in this series. I believe that was on Infernal Shrines. Toronto was played. Stukov is available because he's been banned away a lot. That's unfortunate right there. Does Murky Cup have bounties? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed it does. I wish there wasn't a dedicated banner. Huh? What do you mean? Anyone should be able to ban? Bathroom, that is insanely... I'm sorry, no. In a competitive realm, no. I'm sorry, no. That's just chaos. That's literally just welcoming in chaos. Imagine you're talking to your teammates, and one teammate's like, I'm gonna ban Murky, and then they do it. In a competitive realm, no. Absolutely not. Imagine you go into Storm League, and you actually want to have a competitive time, and you have one ding-dong on your team who's like, I'm gonna ban the Lost Vikings. It's like, why? Why? You've wasted our ban slot. Leaving Stukov variant on the right-hand side will be picked up. We got a Rainer Uther on the left. Maybe in a professional game, but not Storm League for sure. There's still shitters, Cordless Power. Even in competitive games, there's still shitters. There's still shitters. No matter... I'm sure there's NGS teams who have people on their team who are like, let's meme. Hey, Harkin, what's up, bud? Hey, Frozen Italiano, good to see you. Ariel banned away, Tychus banned away, Li Ming, Stukov, Variant on the right, Raynor Uther. I doubt it's a solo Uther. I wouldn't mind for Battlefield of Eternity, I would not mind a Karazim. I think this is a fantastic map for him. Race potential's high, you've already got the main tank Uther, so you have supplemental heals and armor. You get... Interesting. Okay, I like this. I like this quite a bit. Hook into stun. Imperious solo lane, I assume? Honestly, you could actually go for... Actually, you could pick up a Thrall, and then you don't need the second healer, because Stitches has self-sustain, Imperious has self-sustain, Raynor has self-sustain, and Thrall does as well, so you wouldn't need a secondary healer. So actually, I think Thrall would be a perfect round for the draft on the left-hand side. Yo, where's Crush? Where is Crush to be all excited about the Artanis? Where's Crush? I know there could be a moment, someone who bans a hero only to find out their teammate mains them. Yeah, that too, yeah. Raise the bans to 10. Yes, and we'll get HGC 2.0 and HOTS 3.0 to save the day, and then Blizzard will admit that they made a mistake, and they'll bring everybody back, and we're all gonna live in this utopia where we're all happy and we all touch each other's butt. How am I doing? Taking it one day at a time. It's been a really rough last couple months, I'm gonna be honest, so I've been doing my best to take it one day at a time, and yeah. So, I'm not doing my best, but I'm trying my best. Hey, Course. I had a bunch of you last night. Where did butts come from? Oh, it's just because I want my butt touched. Welcome back, everybody, into map number 5 of our Murky Cup upper bracket quarterfinals. Krankle Krew on the left-hand side. Marl playing Raynor. We got a Porky Uther, Krankle Stitches, Deviant on Morales, and Imperious to be played by Sven. Right side of the map, we've got Three-Legged Cat, who have rallied to take us to a map number 5. It's 2-2 in score. Winner of this map goes into the next matchup, the upper bracket semifinal. Coming up next versus the dude, Surdath playing Artanis. We've got a Li Ming played by Drac, High Wraith Varian, Valar is your Kael'thas, and Captain Rex is going to be the Stukov. Double mage composition on the right. Wife and I both watching, but where's the cat? Where's the cat? Good morning, Yanthor. And the Yanthor wife. You're doing amazing, and you are more than enough. Thank you, I appreciate that. All right, we got to pause. I'm just going to go ahead and pull away all the other stuff that you can see, so that way you can at least see the talents if you are curious for the Twitch prediction. Map number 5. Let's make this a nice big gamble, everybody. I heard a joke that every hero in this game has cake. IDK if it's true. Definitely not true. There's a crab type character. Definitely no cake. There's a couple characters we don't even consider in this conversation. I'm trying to think of other. I don't think Abathur's got cake. I don't think Abathur's got any cake. For those of you who don't know, cake often refers to butt. Do you extend predictions longer due to pauses? No, I have no control. I have no way to do anything like that. Predictions are set for a set amount of time. But I have the ability to turn off certain things in the game, as you can see here. as a button right there. So just so people can see who's on what and what the talents are picked early on, I basically block the screen and then turn off the minimap and stuff. So I doubt any of these players would load up my stream to try and see, try and stream snipe anything. I doubt any of these players would, but just for safety, we do that. Probius has got no cake. Yep. Stitches has probably got the best cake in the game. Yeah, I'd agree. Mephisto's got no cake. I agree. Mephisto's got the same amount of butt as I do. It's non-existent. No, it's a double entendre, cordless power. It's a double entendre. Don't take it that way. Anyways, let's focus back in on the game. We still have a few moments for the Twitch prediction if you'd like to make a gamble. We're back into the game. A hook connects on to Kael'thas. He does go down. Living bomb spread from player to player, but they don't seem too concerned between Morales and Uther healing. Uther is going to be going into the Hammer of the Lightbringer at level 1, so he'll have cooldown reduction on that pursuit, or that Hammer of Justice per auto attack. And the nice thing is, once you finish this out, for the reward, it doesn't need to be auto attacks against heroes, it's just auto attacks, period. Varian with his Lion's Maw, level 1, 12, 13, 14 stacks out of 25. Stitches is the hungry for more. Nice hook on to Captain Rex, and Rainer's got the pepper to take him down. Hank Hill has got no butt. Yeah, that's true. You forgot that was Uther because the skin? Who'd you think it was? Not Flaming, I'm just curious. Who'd you think that was? Did you think that was me? Because I'm not blonde, nor do I have hair on my head. I didn't shave my head for a week, and the male pattern baldness really showed, and then I was like, okay. Yesterday morning, I was like, I gotta shave my head. I can't look at this any longer. Behemoth armor for the Rainer at level 4. Morales and Rainer finish out that camp. Uther over here. This is actually, I know this is going to take a while, but this is actually good for Uther because he gets a bunch of free stacks, or easy stacks, onto the camp. He won't get the camp, he won't get that Impaler, as that's a beautiful swap from the Artanis. The Living Bomb almost takes, or almost chunks Krankle low there, but Sven is now the new target. Healing Beam from Morales. Terran healing up some Protoss. That's a weird one right there. Stitches eats a few magic missiles from Li Ming. Varian's got Taunt level 4. He's got it off cooldown. Goes in for Stitches, trying to get a reset for Li Ming. But here's the issue with double mage compositions. When your big burst doesn't come through, you're kind of left with this awkward disengage. Now, there is Triumvirate level 4 for the Li Ming, which does allow her to get resets on the Arcane Orbs to allow more damage to come out. But pretty much, you're seeing poke damage rather than big burst, and I think that's what Three-Legged Cat was really hoping for. They'd be able to get a Gravity Lapse into double mage combo from Li Ming and Kael'thas. Single target deletion was attempting, or they were attempting for the single target deletion to be high, but it does not seem like that's working out whatsoever. Porky, though, is in a rough spot. Doesn't seem like he'll be taken down. It's that shielding from Morales, a Celestial Charge onto Valar here. Kael'thas throws down a Gravity Lapse. The beautiful grenade from Morales, but it still is Morales with the last little bit of damage from her paint gun to take him down. Trauma armor, right? Oh no, Trauma Trigger is the level 4. Sorry, what's the name of it? The thing. What's the name of her W? I'm blanking. Safeguard. That makes sense. Swap from Artanis into Sven once again. Did go into that Holy Fervor, pretty much solo lane build for our Imperius, which makes sense with his positioning and where he's playing this map. We do have our objective phase number 1 being raced down right now. It's looking promising for the right-hand side. Rainer, though, he's working his way through that. Oh, no, this should be finished out, right? Magic missiles and such should be enough. Marl's actually saying, you know what, maybe we get some kills? Maybe I step up and try and help us get some kills. Unfortunately, he won't be able to do so. Gravity Lapse goes to the side. Oh, you thought he was Rainer. Oh, I see it. I can see it. I definitely can see it.
The demon moves for the gates of heaven.
I definitely see what you mean on it. bottom lane objective pushes in. It's going to get the fort front gate, maybe. Raynor's got great clear on this. Does have ace in the hole level 1. So he did not go for the race potential talent at level 1 here. Just went for more damage into enemy heroes. Whoa! Varian deletes the Imperius with the help of Kael'thas Li Ming. That's the burst that they were hoping for. Okay. Uh-oh. Nice helping hand. Stitches gets the dismount, eats the taunt from Varian. Li Ming coming through with some combos, looking for something. Blade dash, phase prism. Krankle now trying to get away. The sidewall does get taken down. The healing beam from Morales. The safeguards in play. And they can't take down the patchwork creation that is Stitches. But hold on, they're going to look at Raynor. And that was Jimmy. He gets taken down. Three-legged cat, they want to go to the next best of 5 series. They don't want to fall into the lower bracket quarterfinals, which would be happening next weekend. This weekend is all upper bracket. We've got 2 best of 5s today, 2 best of 5s tomorrow. Let's see. Level 10s are almost here, so we'll cycle through the other numbers. Putrid Bile, Banshee, Divine Storm, Wrath of Angiris, and Morales with her Stim. On the opposing side, Flailing Swipe, Suppression Pulse, Wave of Force, and that... Whoa! Goodbye, Uther. Phoenix or Kael'thas was picked up at level 10 as well. Putrid Bile activated. There's the Morales Stim onto Raynor. He's looking to step up and maybe take down Varian. It looks like he went into Warbringer level 10. I saw him just activate a parry, and he was not protected, so looks like he'll be able to charge every 4 seconds, but I gotta say, this composition of Krankle Krew, it's really not working out. Really not working out. Trying to take down the Banshee really quickly. Gonna micro that to the left-hand side to safety. Sir Death gets the healing pathogen from Stukov. Third, taunted. There's going to be a combo from Li Ming. She's going to be hooked in. Gravity Labs from Kael'thas going out. A stun from Uther as they look to step up. That's a good Divine Storm onto 2. They're looking for this Kael'thas. He's getting low. Wrath of Angiris to close the distance. Almost gets the abduct onto the target, but unfortunately no one's there to be pulled out of position. Big lurking arm from Stukov as Krankle gets an immediate devour onto the enemy just to heal up a little bit. A hook attempt, but no one to be found. Immortals are on defensive sides. Varian charges on to this Uther. Taunts immediately. Porky underneath that lurking arm from Stukov. Silence for a few moments. Little magic missiles thrown into the... Oh, wait, hold on. Left-hand side. That's going to be a lot of damage on the Stitches, but he's fine for the time being. Stim on Raynor. He's looking to chase down Kael'thas, but the Gravity Lapse delays things out. Artanis finishes out the objective, and the Putrid Bile. This is going to be a Celestial Charge kill into Varian. And Krankle Krew will pick up another kill. It's 5-3 in kills, but the second objective going over to the side of Three-Legged Cat. 2 objectives have gone to our right side team. And with that objective going top and the bottom lane forward exposed, this is going to be an attempt to take this down. Uther steps up. He gets a stun. A little wave of light. Imperius is down here as well to help. Stitches as well. So they're just going to leave Raynor to just deal with the Immortal, which I don't disagree with at all. Swap. Divine Storm. Porky. No way Porky lives here. The healing beam from Morales is good, but not good enough. And they can't take down the Artanis. Hook into Kael'thas, a Celestial Charge, but the taunt from Varian silences that. Gravity Lapse, Sven is able to still get the kill into Kael'thas, so they trade in bottom lane. Raynor's still working on top, does not save the fort. Charge onto this Imperious once again. A taunt as well. Phase Prism attempted from Sirdav. And Celestial Charge will be met right back into this Varian. And top lane fort goes down, as I mentioned. Keep front gate. Lost 1 tower. And Raynor defends all right. As I mentioned, Banshee level 10. So I don't think we'll see... No, you can still go for Execute Orders at level 20, if I'm not mistaken. You don't have to take Hyperion. Celestial Charge into the Stukov. Unfortunately, there's nothing there, but there will be a Wrath of Angiers to pull Varian out of position. A blind from the Artanis to try and create some space. Flailing Swipes for even more space. Future Bile was activated. A taunt from Varian, a Lurking Arm from Stukov. Slams continuing to come out. More Lurking Arms. Raynor with the Pepper will be able to take down that Varian. Nicely done. 7-4 in kills, and Krankle Krew, they want to progress into that upper bracket semifinal up next. I mean, it's a tense map. It is still upper bracket, so this is not elimination. But just dropping down to the lower bracket, that can be a bit of a bummer. And also, you're kind of sitting out for the rest of this weekend. It does give you the opportunity to scout out against the enemies that you could potentially face, but either way, Artanis clears top lane. Third objective phase will be spawning in the defensive positions. Blue on the left, red on the right. And we'll see Fallen Shamans traded. Right. 30 stacks on Behemoth armor. How much extra is that? It's just 8 per stack, right? Yeah. So it's like 240, 440 bonus HP, I think. I might be wrong on my math on that. Oftentimes I am. Deviant low. Divine Storm to create some space. A penetrating round to push back from Raynor. Marl walks into an Arcane Orb, but the magic missiles can't find the reset. Future Bile activated just to create some space for the allies to back off, as Imperious is rotated in for this team fight. Objective poke has started. Captain Rex is discovered. There's a stun immediately after that hook, but here comes Kael'thas with a beautiful gravity lap. Celestial Charge into backline Captain Rex on that Stukov. Stim onto Raynor, I do believe. Uther needs to back off for a moment just to be healed up by Morales' healing beam. A hook, and that is Artanis going down. High Wraith maybe being run down. That's going to be a Wrath of Angiers. Raynor does get picked off. Gravity laps, and High Wraith is actually fine for the time being. Bottom lane fort does go down to the Fallen Shaman over here. Fallen Shaman in top lane. He's taken down the entire keep front gate. And it looks like we're going to be seeing both teams back off to clear out the Fallen Shamans from the opposing side. Alright, not bad, not bad. High Rate says, maybe I can get a little bit of damage here. Stitch is stepping up, says, not the case. I think they want 16, and Porky can get it off this wave, but no, they're doubling back. They need the team fight. They need to be present for the team fight. Nope. Imperious will be going for that wave. Uther actually swaps out with him. And the objective phase goes to 50%, but we do have a 3/4 level advantage to Krankle Krew. Benediction. We've got the line him up and paint him red, as well as the pulverize for Stitches, which is a huge level 16 Divine Storm. Penetrating round, and Imperious finds the kill. Future Bile activated by Stitches. Does not look like he'll be stepping up any further with that. Stim onto Raynor. He's just going to sit there and just stab, 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 stab. A lot of stabs. A lot of stabbing happening right there, as Artanis will finish out the top lane camp. Extended Healing Beam for the Morales, Extended Care, but you also have Channeling Healing Beam on a hero for at least 3 seconds, causes them to be healed for 484 over 3 seconds when Healing Beam ends. Celestial Charge out of the bush into this Artanis, unstoppable from the Phase Prism, but no, it's going to be perfectly timed. He's actually able to swap away. Phoenix from Kael'thas. Uh-oh, Imperious, no, Imperious, he's fine. But Porky's dead for sure. Objective phase with just a little HP, 1,116. And a hook goes out. I think that was a friendly hook intended for Sven right there. Oh no, it's all falling apart. Raynor's gonna go sneak the objective while his teammates die. Wait, are they just gonna go end? I mean, top lane keep is down. It's Morales and Raynor. Oh no. Three-legged cat. I think that they're gonna turn this. I mean, it was a nice back and forth series. Not a reverse sweep by the definitions. I don't want someone in chat to yell at me. But GG, well played. Holy crap, three-legged cat managed to turn this entire series around. Well done. Oh, our sub count went up. I didn't see an alert, but thanks to whoever resubbed. Cheers to you. What's up, fish and sandwiches? How you doing, bud? Oh no, fishes and witches. Sorry. I was thinking about food.